Go.
Jackpot. Welcome to the podcast. You have Casper and Vinny giving you the scoop of whatever comes our way. Say
Okay.
hello.
Hello. Okay. Um. Yeah. This the pilot episode, so that just means this. It's good. It's good. You feel me? Basically, we gonna be going weekly. Hopefully, we'll see. Might be we'll see. Well, I'll let you know. But look, it's gonna be us for a week, and we just gonna be talking about whatever. Like today, we just gonna be giving some life stories. Like
Yeah, about the Jackpot podcast.
yes, about the.
Jackpot the
I
podcast.
need to get that as like a Discord sound, or like I need to get a Go XLR so I can just have that on on the soundboard ready.
I could make one. I could definitely make one.
That'd be a W. But yeah, look, as you can see, we have our high quality desk here, high quality microphones. I mean, like,
Top
it's
$17, but that's expensive in our time. You know what I'm saying?
wait, what is it?
It costs $17, but that's expensive in our time. You know.
That's true. That's true. But
You
look,
know how hard it was to get these $17.
it was. $17
Oh,
ain't cheap. I had to.
oh,
You know what? I won't get
fuck.
into what I had to do. But look. Like I said, we just gonna give y'all a couple stories. We're gonna be doing a bit of a storytelling because that's what we do best. Apparently, before we started recording the podcast, Caspi told me something about you almost died in a bombing. Did I hear that correctly?
Look. So it's pretty funny because this happened when I was in high school, and this will be. I know it sounds insane saying it was gonna be funny and all, but this happened in high school, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna dumb this down in Mickey Mouse, like I'm Mickey Mousing it. So back in high school.
Okay. You going to hell.
Back in high school.
We ain't even make it 3 minutes.
I can't even tell the story now. Damn. Back in high school, we had this bomb threat. And it was kind of weird because the teacher of ours that we had at the time, I'm not gonna say his name.
I hate you so much. Why are you doing this? Why?
Somehow, a professional teacher didn't lock the door, and some dude just randomly came in and said he had a bomb, and we're like, "Oh my god!" Like, and all the kids was just like screaming, scared. But fortunately,
What?
he was
Fortunately?
blind.
Oh.
He's blind.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
No, there was no explosion that happened.
Okay. I was like, whoa, what do you mean, unfortunately? Unfortunately, he forgot it in his car. Like,
Fortunately, he didn't have it. He was lying. He was trying, he was a kid too. He was like, I think he just graduated like a year before. And I don't know, he was mad at someone. And I'm not even doing a Mickey Mouse voice anymore.
thank you.
And they just tackled him. And
Oh, so you're just right back to it.
Yeah, they I ain't wanted to sound like really insane, you know what I'm saying?
So you
But
okay?
funny enough, even when like the security guard like tackled him, like every classmate just started throwing shit at him. So like he kind of got bullied regardless.
Yeah. Wait. So
I don't know if that was supposed to be funny, but it was funny to me.
okay. So all right. So hey, hang on. So your teacher just you were saying just forgot to lock the door. Did bro get fired? Did anything happen from this man? Like,
Our school did not care about us like that, bro.
wow, wow.
We
W school? Honestly,
W school, man.
yeah.
Anything. There was another one where like it was a quote unquote code red, and
What
we
is
didn't even
it?
have our teacher didn't even like. Oh, code red is like full lockdown.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, and our teacher didn't show up yet.
Wow. Code red and it's just a bunch of students sitting there not knowing what the hell to do. We sitting there looking
Bro,
around. What's
everybody
going
was
on in
just
here?
bro. It's funny too because none of the kids gave a fuck. They went all the way to the side and was just making noise, just screaming, "We in here, we in here!" And
Wow.
bro, you when I tell you my heart stopped when our front door opened wide, bro. Oh, I was like, "Yep, this is it. I'm really gonna die in this goddamn school." Then I saw, then it was my principal.
Wow. Oh, wow. Principal opened up. Yeah, code red was because of me, actually. I know y'all are right here.
Wow.
Incredible. So, my God, um, was your whole, like, cause I don't know, like, I've talked to you a couple times, you got a couple of school stories. Was it always like that?
Yes. Yes.
Like, okay, I'm still stuck on like the bomb thing. Like they walk in, like I have a bomb. I open up the door. Hello, hello, is anyone in here? I have a bomb. Hello, like what?
Yeah, the because the teachers are supposed to like manually lock the door with their like own specific key.
Yeah,
I guess he just didn't do that.
W. He said
I don't know why he chose our like class in particular to blow up, but I guess
he really said that teacher was like, you know what? If I make it out of this alive, I'm gonna get a nice vacation after this because I know ain't none of them students coming back for a minute.
wow, wow. Hey man,
That's
hey man,
real. That's real.
it is what it is, bro.
Nah, I don't know. I never had nothing like that at school. I don't know. I'm trying to think. My craziest like school experience. See, a lot of the crazy shit that happened with me was off campus.
That's
Um,
fine. Go ahead.
I remember. Well, no, I'm trying to think. I remember. I will say there was this one time in elementary school. This was the first time we had like an actual lockdown. Like, because most of the time it was just like the drills or whatever. It was apparently like this kid like was bullying this other kid or something, and the parents showed up and like literally started like and they showed up like out the front. They come in and like they started cussing at the principal like, oh, why aren't you doing anything, why aren't you doing anything, da da da. And then they were like, okay, you know, I guess the principal was like, you know, hey, look, we gotta relax a bit, like, you know, da da da. And he was like, nah. And then he walks through and he's like, I'm gonna take it upon myself. And that that parent was trying to find this child to beat the hell out of this child, like in the
What?
school. I'm not kidding. Like they were like, you're not gonna bully my kid anymore, and I'm gonna make you regret it. I might be top 10 most of the same things.
Top 10 crash out.
That's real. Like walking into school, like I'll take this upon myself. Like,
You're no longer gonna bully my kid anymore. I'll take it upon myself. for you to receive this L.
Like, because they even said it, like, because you could even hear it over the intercom whenever they started the lockdown. They're like, we're in a lockdown situation. You just heard the guy screaming on the other end of the mic over the intercom, and they're like, we're in a lockdown situation right now. Please, all teachers, lock your doors. Like this, and as this guy's walking through the school, they're like giving live updates though, instead of like just not like they're like. Instead of, I don't know if they called the cops or what happened with that, but literally, like, we were getting live updates as this guy's walking through the classrooms. Like, he's still here. Still keep your doors locked. Like, all right, thanks.
He is still here. Can y'all do something about this?
Right. Don't expect us to do any work.
We'll think about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh shoot!
I gotta say, that's not even like top 10 craziest moments though. Gotta be, and I think like I said, I've told you a bit about this off the podcast, but it's gotta be the casino story. Like so basically, for the uninformed watching, I'll just say I work in a casino. I won't give you the position, excuse me, but I do work in a casino, right? I own one as well, of course, if we're being more accurate here, but basically, right, or actually, no, I'll give you the position I was in then, because it doesn't make sense without it. So, I used to be a dealer at a casino, and here I was, like, ooh, doody-doody-doo, coming in for a nice day at work, hee-har-har. I'll walk in, it's a great day, and we had a concert that night up in the Celebrity Lounge. That's where all the like big 7-star players go, like the legend card, whatever you want to call them, like basically you walk in, and if you're up there, basically everyone who's there, every single table up in that room is $1,000 minimum. Like they're all box tables, and it's $1,000 to $10,000 is the minimum maximum. Okay, cool. Makes sense. It's like these are the high roller players. They're up there, and there's a concert happening up in the room, and it's like I think that it was like an EDM concert almost. It was like, I guess I don't know. I don't know what it was, because the casino always just marketed them as Asian concerts, so none of the employees actually knew what it was. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the casino might have been a little crazy for that, but we'll move on from that for now. Basically, we're up there, and it's just this loud, like, EDM blasting music. Like, they're going crazy up there. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yes.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like old Asian women, they know how to get down. Like, I'm not trolling. Old Asian women know how to get down. Like
how they was getting down.
Like, old Asian women can party. I looked over, and there was this like 65-year-old woman, and you know what I'm saying? Like, she just walked up to the front. She started twerking on this old man. I'm like, y'all going crazy in here. Like, but hey, look, that's they do what they do. And there were drinks there, obviously, but on the casino floor, normally there's a limit to the amount they can give you, because, well, no, always there is. It's a legal limit. Okay, you can, like, if a player is showing signs of intoxication, they can no longer gamble on the table. It's for player safety, basically. So basically everyone up in this pit is just like shit-faced drunk. They're just down in drinks. Okay. And basically the concert kind of ends, But instead of it actually ending, they said, hey, we're going to move it down to the main floor of the casino in the Baccarat room, which is the game that they were all playing. We're like, all right, cool. So they move all the speakers down, they move all the equipment down, everything's down there. And, party's still going, but now it's like in an open room. Everyone's getting hype. We having a great time, like I'm getting a little bit of a headache because the music was loud as hell, I won't lie, but it was still a good time, everyone's having a good time. And then
Right.
I get these two players walk up to my table. We'll call them, for the story, we'll call them Jim and Philip. Okay. That's not their names, but we'll call them Jim and Philip. Remember this because it's important here. All right.
Jim and Philip.
Yeah. So Jim and Philip, they walk up to the table, right? And they're like, oh, I'm gonna play here, whatever. And it was like a full table of players because, like I said, we were pretty packed out that night. So I have like 15 players on my table. Cool. And Jim and Philip grab a seat. They're sitting down. They're thinking, oh, what do I want to play? And, everyone's playing the game. And here's the thing about Baccarat is Baccarat players, really casino players in general, are very superstitious. Like, very, very superstitious. Like, you do anything, they're like, oh, you trying to set me up. Like, it's a common thing. And so basically, Jim and Philip walk up to the table. And Baccarat etiquette, we'll call it, is a lot of players don't like if you bet against the table. So in Baccarat, there is a player and a banker bet. You either bet player or you bet banker, and basically 4 cards get drawn out, 2 for each, and whoever has the higher score out of the 2 wins the hand, is the simplified version. Now there's extra rules and side things and everything, but like whoever gets whoever gets the higher score wins the hand is the simple of it. Okay, so now because of the way the game is set up, banker does have an advantage over player because of side rules and stuff. But this guy, he walks up, everyone's betting banker, he's betting banker, everyone's having a good time, everyone's winning, everyone's doing great. And then Jim and Philip walk up to the table, a few hands, they're winning. Philip orders beers for the table, they're all having a good time. Like, he just orders like 6 beers or something for the table. And then it happens. Jim, over on the other side of the table, says, you know what? I think this hand, it's going to be player. And Philip says, hey man, what the hell? Why are you betting against the table? Which is normal response in a Bach room. It's fair. But these are drunk people, so it's very easy for things to escalate very, very quickly. Okay? So,
right.
Jim is like, oh, maybe I flipped the names. I'm trying to think here. Did I say Jim or Philip bought beers for the table? Oh God.
I thought you said Jim.
Yes. Okay, so I was doing it right. Yeah, so sorry. Philip is like, oh, I just think it's gonna be player this time. And then Jim says, nah, you're gonna lose, you're betting against the whole table, what the fuck is this, like, he starts getting pissed. But like, they're all like, whatever, we'll just play the hand. 4 cards draw out, player gets a natural 8, which natural 8 is the second best starting hand in Baccarat. The only way to beat a natural 8 is to get a natural 9. So like, if 2 cards add up to an 8, the only way to beat it is for your 2 cards to add up to a 9. Because after you get to 10, it resets back to 0, basically. So whenever he sees the natural 8, because it's hard to beat, Jim says, oh, it's because you bet against us. What the fuck, man? What is your deal? And Philip starts laughing in his chair. He says, hey, don't worry, you can still get a natural 9. And he just starts crying, laughing at Jim. Like, he's like cackling that he beat the table. So, you know, Jim is pissed. Like, Jim is pissed. He stands up in his chair. He says, hey, do you know who I am? I own this and this in this area. Do you know who I am? And you bet against me? Me? And Philip goes, hey, listen, I just chose what I thought was going to win. You know? And at this point, he's right. But Jim walks up to him, gets in his face, maybe like 2 or 3 feet away from him, sticks his finger in his chest, and he says, do you know who I am? I own this, this, and this restaurant, and this over here as well. And Philip says, I don't care, man. I'm just here to drink and gamble. Okay. And Jim says, don't you dare bet against me on my table again. And then Philip says, well, what are you going to do about it? And Jim, being the drunk man that he is, he pulls his hand back, lifts up both, and pushes Philip into the pit. So now Philip is in the like side where the dealers and the supervisors are. Like, he was pushed over the rope into the actual pit itself. And you know, Philip gets up. So he's like, whoa. He gets up. He's like, hey, what's your problem, man? And he goes, next time it'll be worse. And Philip, I don't know if he just snapped after that or what, but he literally jumped over the rope and just like swung at Jim and punched him in the head. Like, then they start going back and forth. Like, I mean, they're like scrapping, and people start joining in because, you know, for some reason, whenever you see a fight, the correct thing to do is just jump in. Like, now it's your fight too now, you know? Like, why not?
Shit, me too, bro.
What'd you say?
I said, shit, me too, man.
Yeah, you see a fight, you know what? It's time for you to jump in. And there's probably like 200 players in this room. Like, and so they're fighting, and people who they're friends with, because Jim and Philip, the thing is they also have, like, you know, once you get a certain level of status, it's hard to not have we'll say mob ties for ease of explanation. I don't want to go much deeper than that because you know, like, it could expose me. But alas, well, okay, I said that okay, I don't have wait, I'm not affiliated. All right, I'm not affiliated. That's not what I meant when I said that. Please, I'm not affiliated. All right. Anyway,
Self-reported.
No, I am not affiliated. So they're scrapping though. They're just going at it, and eventually other people jump in, you know, because they're like, hey, this my guy right here. You not gonna do this. They're going. They're fighting, whatever. And then Philip gets kind of pulled out of the fight by one of his friends or whatever, and they kind of basically they like tag in. They're like, I'm taking over this actual fight here while the sideline fights are going on. And this is all maybe 5 feet away from my table. Literally, like, I like people were falling onto my table during this fight. So like I could reach out and I could reach out and jump into the fight myself, honestly. Like but basically Jim and Philip, they're scrapping. Philip gets tagged out. And whenever Philip gets tagged out, instead of spending the moment to be like, you know what, maybe I should chill, I'm in like a public setting, I'm gonna get kicked out, whatever, he says, no, it's time to swing back for round 2. And this is where, for those of you watching, it does get a little bit like like gory, so prepare yourselves, I guess. If that's not for you, it is what it is. But Philip goes, he grabs his Corona with lime and salt that he's been drinking, runs up to Jim and smacks it over his head, shatters the bottle over Jim's head. It just shattered. So now, like, Jim's face is like covered in beer and like he's like bleeding a bit as well. And Philip said, "No, that's not enough." And he comes back, and now this shattered beer bottle has become a weapon. So we now have a drunken player on the loose who effectively has a knife in his hand. You can jump in at any point if you got questions, by the way, or anything to add.
Yeah, no. I get it, bro. Like, hey, man, hey. Once the glass bottle came out, I stepped out of that fight.
It's done. I'm out. But basically, and security still hasn't shown up yet, by the way, because we were just short-staffed that night. So literally, we had like 3 people on duty, so they had to shut down the front entrance to be able to handle it, because one person was running dispatch, one person was on front entrance, and one person was on side entrance. So the only way to get anybody down here is to shut down an entrance. Like,
Right.
It's insane. It's bad. But basically, all this goes on, the bottle shatters, and he just, Philip just starts going crazy. And he just, like I said, like he had a knife. He started like stabbing people with the bottle, and I'm like, damn, like this is like right in front of me. Like, I feel bad because my supervisor at the time literally got hired 3 days before that happened. Like, that was their 3rd day on the job, and they watched someone almost kill a man. But basically, they're going at it. They're going, whatever. And eventually, like, they kind of start to not funnel out, but like they start to funnel out of the room itself, so they have more space. Then this other guy jumps in because I guess he, like, as he was trying to get his food or something, got punched in the back of the head. Like, this guy's like 55, by the way. He jumps in and starts fighting too. He said, "Now this is my fight as well." This old man, he's like on the ground now with Jim. And they're like, they're like just scrapping on the ground, and eventually security shows up. They start trying to like disengage the fight a bit. They're like, pulling people away from one another. And Jim and Philip still are trying to fight. So literally, as they're like pulling other people away, Jim and Philip are like swimming their way through the crowd to get to one another. And then basically, Philip still has the bottle in his hand, and as he runs by one of the security guys, they reach over, and it's like I don't know, like it was like he had like the Luffy stretch, like he reached over the crowd and grabbed the bottle and pulled it out of Philip's hand as he's swimming through the crowd. Like, it's kind of wild, I won't lie, but
you can't have that much anger for somebody, bro.
I thought the same thing. But they just keep going. Like, I'm like, man, like, y'all really this mad over a bet at a casino? Like, y'all gotta relax. But hey, they keep going, and security guard number 1, he has a Red Bull in his hand, like, because he was about to go on break. So, like, he's about to just chill up there and drink his Red Bull, whatever. But basically, he grabs Philip, like, because this security, he's a big dude. Like, he's like 6'5", 265, like, pure lean. Like, this is a big dude. Like, he grabs Philip, like, takes his arms and, like, pulls Philip's there. So, like, Philip is, like, his feet are dangling over the ground. Like, because he's, like, picked him up from the ground by his arms. And, like, And Jim, the other security guard, is holding Jim, and they're like sitting here squirming, trying to get out of their arms and everything. And they eventually, step away from one another. They're both calmed down, and everyone thinks everything's good. Then the security goes over and tries to kind of like chill everyone else out. And as soon as security guard number one walks away to go chill everyone else out, Jim dives back into the trash can to grab another Corona bottle and starts sprinting at Jim again. And thankfully, this time, the security guard noticed, and he like grabbed the back of Philip's shirt and like pulled him back and pulled him up again before he got to him. But yeah, no, it was a little insane, I won't lie. And like, and Jim, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was worried for that man's life, because he ended up he left like in an ambulance, because like the whole like left side of his body was covered in blood and everything, because like obviously like this man's just been stabbed with a beer bottle a bunch of times. Like, it makes sense. But that eventually like de-escalates or whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, that's like, that was kind of my moment to be like, yeah, gamblers ain't no joke. Like,
Right. I like genuinely from hearing this back and forth, bro. I genuinely lost like who even started it at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Jim started it. Jim started it because he was mad that Philip bet against the table.
and he ended up in the ambulance.
Yes. Literally.
Oh wow.
Like, it was like you have to keep in mind, these people are like multimillionaires on this table. And Jim bet like $100 on a bet, and Philip bet 50. Like,
Wow.
yeah. And me, the best part is I didn't even know what the procedure was for this, because I'm not gonna lie, I was low key like in kind of the hood casino. I'm not gonna lie, I was, but I was just like, I was just chilling there. I was trying to get people paid out and do whatever. As they're like sitting here fighting, like having a death battle behind the table. I'm sitting here like cool, calm, collected, just trying to pay people out. And my supervisor runs over. She goes, "What are you doing? Why is your lid still open? Lock your tray! Like, whoa, we gotta evacuate. This room's gonna be shut down." Da, da, da. I'm like, I didn't even know what was going on.
Evacuate! Evacuate now!
It really was like, I'm like, man, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, casino people are different. Casino people are different.
Hey man. I think casinos are just crash out central.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. I had another one where, like, basically, this guy and his wife would come in all the time to play. Great guy. His wife, not as much.
I don't know.
Listen, watch out for the wives at casinos. Watch out for the wives at the casinos. Listen, she was up at the table, and she's betting like big money on the table. And then there's this other guy who, I don't know his name. Everyone at the casino just called him Tekken, because like he had like his eyebrows were like his eyebrows were like pointed like Tekken. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had the
Like the guy I'm talking?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and nobody actually knew what his name was. Like, so we all just called him Tekken. And basically, he was playing on the table, and he was a great guy as well. He was a nice guy. And this guy makes a bet, and then Tekken makes a bet, and then the other guy's wife looks over and says, basically, what did she say? She was like, she basically called him a dumbass, and he said, and he responded, he said, I think the exact words were like, "Who is this bitch talking to?" And like, like, and he was like, "What? She talking to me?" Like, like, and then the other guy whose wife was playing overheard that. He said, "What'd you call my wife?" Like, because he didn't hear what his wife had said. He only heard that. He said, "What'd you call my wife, man?" And he like gets up and he was like, "You ever talk to my wife like that?" He starts like screaming at him. "You ever talk to her like that? That's my wife." Da da da. Like, and Tekken is like, "You hear what she said to me, man?" And he said, "I do not care." And he's like in his face, like screaming at him now. And Tekken, he grabs his hot coffee that he just got from the waitress. She hasn't even left yet. She's still standing like maybe a table away. And he looks he grabs his coffee, looks over at the waitress and says, "Could you bring me another coffee, please?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'll get that for you." He said, "Okay, cool." He takes his hot coffee and just throws it in the face of the guy whose wife was playing. Literally all over his face, like hot coffee. Like, yes. And then, like, I don't know if the guy with his wife was just coked out or something, but he seemed like unfazed. He just said, "You motherfucker," and he grabs a chair and just like starts swinging this chair at Tekken, and then they like have a like, and they just start grabbing things and have like a scrapyard fight like over, and this is again on my table. Like,
Bro had items on. Oh no.
Bro did have items on. Yes. I don't know. Yeah, Casino is definitely like Crash Out Central for sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey man. If you ever want to fight, go to the casino, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a good fight. You probably lose
No,
money, but
don't listen. Don't listen to Caspi at all, because here's the deal. I do not want to have to fill out paperwork because you came into my casino fighting. I don't want to do it. I do not want to have to fill out an incident report. I don't want to have to put notes in a file. I don't want to have to do all this stupid paperwork because someone decided I'm gonna come in and say, "Oh, it's time for me to start some bullshit." Like, stay the hell out.
listen, here's my counter argument. It'll be funny though.
It won't be funny for me.
Shit, find it funny.
No, because I'm the one supposed to be de-escalating. Oh, hey.
You know, just call the cops, bro.
You're right. But, God.
Hey man, it's crazy out here, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that much craziness in my life like that, but like I had like small rare events happen. Like let's say me going to a convenience store where like that store got robbed as soon as I walked out.
That's
Like
for
I
real.
saw this very, very suspicious guy. Like he had a holster and everything. And he came in a convenience store and I eyed him for a little bit while I was getting my stuff. And I paid for, I got my stuff that's normal. I heard the fuck up out of there. And as soon as I opened the door and hopped out, I heard empty the cash register right
Oh,
now.
nah.
I was
Oh, nah.
like, oh, oh no. And then I the Indian guy was going back and forth with him, and it was just really really funny because somehow like no money was stolen. The guy just left. Just nothing happened.
Insane.
I
So
was
you,
cool. I only know that information because I was cool with the cashier.
yeah. Goat?
So I'm I'm the goat for leaving, but you the goat for doing whatever he did.
Nah, I'm not lying. Casino industry is just crazy. Like, I remember one time there was what was it? So obviously there's a lot of theft that happens in the casino industry, and it's natural. like there's a lot of money that flows through there. Like
Mhm.
millions of dollars daily. Like, so it's
Right.
obvious like people are gonna try and get their hands on that. So I remember one time when I was still a dealer, there was this uh there was this girl who got hired on as like part of an operation, I guess. And basically what she would do is she would come in and she would be dealing, and this is why like the casino got more strict about people not having their hair down, actually, is because she would take $500 and $1,000 chips, like, and just like palm them and then like rub her hair and like drop it down the back of her shirt, like, and stick them like in her hair and stuff as well. And then whenever she left, she would sell them to specific players at like half off, because they're still
Insane.
good in the casino. So like they would just get this $500 or $1,000 chip for like half the price. Of course they're gonna go for it. She got fired and arrested for that, but yeah, it was like, I was like, this is an insane operation. Like,
Hey, it is an operation. She could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling police officers.
okay, yeah,
But
nah,
you know, money, man.
yeah, shout out money for real. Money do crazy things.
Yeah, like make porn.
Okay,
Can I say that? Can
I think so. I hope.
I
I'm not
hope
gonna lie,
so
that's
too.
not far off from what I was gonna say. So,
Yeah, OnlyFans. You feel me? Everybody make one. It'll be funny.
shut up, dude. Okay, whoa, you can't say that. No, no. We are not encouraging every single viewer to make an OnlyFans. You can't say that.
Bro, if you are above the age of 20, not
No,
saying 19 or
you can't
18.
encourage people to go make porn on YouTube.
Look, hey man. Bro, that OnlyFans don't have to be specifically porn though.
You're right.
Just make an
Everyone
OnlyFans.
make
It'll
one
be
and then
funny.
post your feet. That's what the
Yeah,
people get down for.
that's definitely not porn.
Yeah.
I hope
I
you
hope.
don't do that. Please don't do that. Show off some, like, I don't know, like your crazy Lego sets or something.
Woo. Yeah. Hey, you know
That'll be
what?
crazy.
If anybody got the Lego OnlyFans, slide me the link.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of seeing titties and ass, bro. Can you show me a Lego
Okay, well, I didn't say all that.
set, bro?
Like I'm down
I
for a
did.
Lego set, but you know, it's
Hey man. I won't say too much, but yeah, you know what? That's all I gotta say.
yeah. But no, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That would be a dub.
Vinny Rule 34.
Okay. Okay. I hate you. You did not just do that. You know what? You know what?
Let's roll with Vinny Rule 34.
Shut up. You going to hell.
I gotta go to hell for Rule 34. Come on, bro.
Yes. No way you said Vinny Rule 30. I'm sick. Hey, you know what though? You know what? We covered a decent bit of things. I think honestly, I feel like I mean 45 minutes is short, but for like a pilot episode, I feel like it's not that bad, to be honest. Because we kind of came in
Just for
here
the
with
last
no
5
prep
minutes to
work.
be about porn.
What?
My fault. I kind of lost my mind.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
my god. I'm sorry.
You are insane. But
Hey, bro. If this how we end in a podcast, bro, the pilot.
Then what? No.
I want to do it. Can I just do this one time, bro?
I will it get us banned?
Yeah, might be, maybe.
Okay, relax, chill.
Bro, I hurt myself.
Yeah, they stubbed their toe, so it hurt really bad. But
Really bad.
you were the worst, by the way. The worst of the worst. Like, you were top 1% of the worst, even. But no, look, like I said, I mean, you know, it's a shorter episode, but like I said, it's a pilot, so we was just kind of yapping. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a special guest on, and maybe bi-weekly we'll have guests on. And you know, that'd be pretty cool. So if you got anybody you're like, damn, I think it'd be really funny to have them on, let me know. I got my Twitter DMs open, and you can comment. This will be on YouTube probably. I'm gonna assume Friday, since it's like it'd be better to release it then than tomorrow, whatever. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know when or how to get it on Spotify, so we gonna see when it gets over there. Y'all gonna have to just wait on that one. But
okay.
Yeah, that was solid. You know, go check both of us out. I've been Vinny Wild. My links are gonna be below. And
Yeah. And go follow me at Leave Casper Alone or at Casper2K, but remove the E. Whoo!
And
I
the
make
links
YouTube
will
videos.
also be below. I'm not gonna lie, I will say that's one thing I'll say before we go. I've been like during like if I'm doing like longer streams and I'm like eating or something, I've been like watching your videos. You are actually pretty good at crafting stories over there, so y'all gotta go check that out. But yeah, that's gonna be it from us, I think, unless you got something profound to say.
Don't do drugs.
Okay.
Get money. Make OnlyFans accounts
Of Legos.
so I can see them. Of Legos.
Of
Of Lego
Legos.
sets. Of Lego sets.
You did not just say just make OnlyFans accounts so I can see them. All right. That's the end of the episode. Y'all be easy. We out.